guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a tutorial on how to make those DIY pins. They look like this. So yeah, let's just get right into the tutorial. So to make these pins, you're gonna need a few things. First, you're gonna need some shrink plastic. This is like Shrink Heating brand. Make sure it's the frosted kind. Rough and Ready, you get it. And it's like $6 at Michael's. But if you download the app, then you can get a coupon for 40% off. So you're welcome. I've used most of it, but they come in sheets like this. You're also gonna need some pins to put your pins on. I use bar pins because you obviously need something flat to glue to your pin. So these ones at Michael's, I got a 64 pack for like $3. And then you're also gonna need some type of glue. I use E6000. I used to use hot glue, and you totally can use hot glue if you don't have anything else, but honestly, they come off really easily. I've lost so many pins because I used hot glue and then they just popped right off, and this was like $5 at Joann's. And then you're also gonna need some images. I've literally saved every image that I've used when making these pins. So to get all your pictures, I just go into Google Images and usually like type up like cute stickers or something, or I'll type up like Tumblr transparent or Harlequin cartoon or something like that. You can also type up Redbubble. I guess it's like a brand and they like sell stickers. What is that noise? Anyways, they're like a sticker brand, I think, and so all their Google Images are just a bunch of stickers. And another thing I forgot to mention is that your images will shrink. They will become 3 times smaller than the actual image. So here's an image and then here's the pin, so you can see how much smaller it got. So don't make them like the images like this big because they will be way too tiny. So once you have your little image picked out, then just take your plastic sheet. You're gonna want to tape it to the side that's like shiny, and you're gonna color on the rough side. So things you can use are colored pencils. They probably are gonna be your best bet. You can also use these Sharpie paint pens and then just normal Sharpies. You cannot use any water-based mediums, any like washable markers. Most acrylic paint is water-based. Use oil-based or colored pencils, or even like crayons might work. I've never tried crayons, but you could try it. And yeah, just color in your image. So once you finish drawing it, I just like to take the image back and just look at this and see if there's any like spots that I like missed coloring. Alright, and then once your image is nice and colored in, you're gonna go ahead and cut out your image. I like to use these little like hair scissors because like they're small. You can totally use normal scissors. So once you finished cutting out your image, now it's time to preheat your oven and bake it. So we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. I like to put mine in a little pie tin, and I put down a piece of tin foil and then put my image on top, and then we start baking it. So put that in the oven, and you're supposed to cook it for like 2 minutes, but I just like to watch it shrink and then leave it in for a little bit longer after that to let it fully harden. So take that baby out of the oven. You can see it's all tiny now, and I like to use a spatula to try and flatten it out because it might be a little bit curled up, and press really hard because it will still be a little bit malleable when it comes right out of the oven. And after like 30 seconds, it will be fully cooled, and you can see it's a nice, thick, hard piece of plastic. So once your image is hardened and cooled down, I like to cover mine in some Mod Podge to seal it. And then I'm just taking some Mod Podge, and I'm just gonna coat this and let that dry completely. So now it's time to glue our pin back on our pin. So just take some E6000 or hot glue or whatever super glue you have. E6000 probably is gonna be your best bet because it's made for crafting. And just put some glue on the back of the pin and then just stick it on the back. E6000 does take 24 hours to completely cure to your object. So I would not recommend using your pin until 24 hours have passed, but it's up to you. It does kind of like dry and harden after like 30 minutes, but I still would not use it until it's been 24 hours. And you can also put like the flat thumbtacks or even like magnets on the backs of these. You don't have to make pins. This is just one example, but you can pretty much make these into anything. You could put little holes in them and make them into charms, whatever you want to do. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial. Something I also wanted to mention is that when you do find your images that you're going to print out, just kind of make sure that you're actually able to like cut them out, because some images are very complicated and have lots of little like nooks and crannies and can be very difficult to cut out. So just make sure that you're being reasonable whenever you're picking out your images. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know any questions you have down below. I love you all.